Hi there, my name's Jason Williams, and in this video I am going to repair the sides on this trailer. Very basic, like it's a quick one, just trying to tidy some things up. Anyway, I'll grab the camera and I'll show you what's going on here, and it'll all make sense as it goes. Alright, to start with, this rear door, I've got to fight with it a little bit to get it off and on. Not much, I'll just got to put some new drop locks on and realign them. As you see, these don't really line up properly. And this one's not too bad. That end is a little bit of a, I have to give it a bit of a tug. Again, just realignment. But this is the main one. Being that it's locked here, it was just a quick job to get this working. Because it's attached midway on the gate on this mesh, it leaves too much for it to play around with, and as you can see in close, it's quite cracked, and where I've had to chamfer out the back of it. So what I'm going to do is cut that doobie off and see if I can use that one up there and make a little bracket to suit. Alright, let's give that a go. Alright, first I'm just going to rip these off. That'll be to put the new ones on. Because what I'm going to do is, apart from the fact these are, yes, of course they're new, but it's more to see if I can align them at all. It doesn't look like there's much adjustment, but the old ones were worn out. They were originally from when I first built the trailer, which was quite a long time ago. That all these three, so this one including, and the one opposite over there, and then I'll get to rectifying that weird end where it's got to be. I've got to build it together and make it a bit stronger. I don't have an alley welder with me here, so I can't just weld it up and attach some new aluminium in there and weld it up. I have to drill some holes and bolt some pieces of aluminium to it, and yeah, hopefully that works. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I've got a piece of aluminium. I'll cut along here. What I'll do is cut this to length, and I'll cut a piece of the flat aluminium to the same length and drill through here into the flat and then across there as well, and obviously clamp it in place, then drill it, cinch it all up, and tighten it up, and hopefully that'll take that bit of wobble out of that cage, that side. So how long do I want these? Around about, I'm at 300, I've got it 150, don't I? Make them 300. Cut this one at 3. So this I'm going to mount hard in here. I've got to get some clamps and hold this all quite firm. And yeah, and then I'll be able to drill through, mark on the reverse. Yeah, just where it's going to be, roughly around. Doesn't have to be perfect, just 150 is the middle of that hole, kind of where that crack is, isn't it? Yep. Alright. Now them two can quite easily come off. Now, because I'm only going to put 2 in the back there, because there's not really much benefit for putting 4 in there, so I'll just go with 2 for now. All right, so that's that all firmed up. That's as strong as it needs to be, and then I guess the next bit's going to be cut off that the bracket out there, drill out the other one that I can fit a piece into, then also make up a bracket that'll fit. Guess I better do that. Alright, let's hope this thing starts up nice and easy. Well, that reminds me how much I hate pull start things. Well, I wore myself out just starting that. I'll get the angle grinder and clean that up, give it a paint, and then work it getting on with that one. Mil drill bit. Problem is I've got to drill all the way through a nut out on the other side. Maybe I'll go in on the other side. That's how it will go. I mean, got to see about depths and whatnot yet. Work out what's going to work for me. What I can do is bring the gates out, put them on, and just see how it all goes. Alright, test 1. See, that's a lot better, but it's not sinking in the way that it should. Yep, have to. And this one, almost worth just putting a piece of flat bar in there and attaching that to the corner. Alright, being that these drop locks are the new ones in there, just straight in there, perfect, but nowhere near. I'm going to have to, like, the alignment's great, but to get that out, I'm going to have to get that out further, which means I've got a bunch of M12 washers here. And I'll space that plate out until I can get the right depth that I want. Yeah, should be easy enough. I reckon I'll trial first off with this one 2 washers. See how that goes. Might use these other nuts just to hold it there in place. Oops, that got that bit wrong, didn't I? Needed more room between here and there. Alright, so what I've done here is I managed to put some split washers as it's like spacers, sleeves type things, just sort of realign these on both, and they're all a little bit different. You know, I was playing around trying to match this up and that up, but I managed on this one to put 2 spring washers at the front, spaced out, 1 washer behind this sleeve, and the other one was 1 washer behind, no spring washers. And anyway, so I'll close this up. You'll see it used to have to bash it and fight it to make sure it kind of lined up, whereas now it kind of does what it's meant to. And as this side, you'll see that's where I cut the lug off. It's not ultimately perfect yet, and I've kind of put that there for now. And I managed to find a piece of old rooftop tent rail that was left over from a rolled over vehicle that I salvaged some parts off, and so that's there, that's doing what it's meant to, and yeah, that's about it. All right, thank you very much for watching this odd video. It does not overly neat up front there, but it'll be okay. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll aspire to see you in the next one. Cheers.